What if the world is wrong about faith? What if the line between believer and non-believer was never a line at all? We speak as if humanity is divided into two tribes, the faithful and the faithless, the saved and the skeptics. But look closer. Most people do not live in certainty. They live in tension. Is it possible to believe and not believe at the same time? Not as hypocrisy, not as confusion, but as a deeply human condition. A mother kneels in prayer, but wonders silently if anyone is listening. A scientist rejects religion, but feels awe staring at the stars. A young person says, "I don't believe in God," yet whispers, "Please," in the middle of the night. What do we call them? Believers? Non-believers? Or something more honest? We have been taught that faith is a switch, on or off. But faith is not a light switch. It is a dimmer. It flickers. It brightens. It fades. It returns differently. The Danish philosopher Søren Kierkegaard said that faith is not certainty. It is a leap. And a leap only matters if there is uncertainty beneath it. Doubt is not the enemy of faith. It may be its shadow. The American thinker William James argued that belief is often a personal commitment made in ambiguity, not proof. And theologian Paul Tillich suggested something radical. Doubt does not destroy faith. Only indifference does. Consider this. You may doubt Scripture but still hunger for meaning. You may reject organized religion but still feel something sacred in silence. You may question God intellectually but live morally as if transcendence exists. Is that contradiction? Or complexity? Between certainty and rejection there is a vast territory, shifting terrain, a quiet middle. Some call it agnosticism. Some call it spiritual but not religious. Some do not name it at all. But millions live there. You can disbelieve in doctrine and still believe in justice. You can question miracles and still trust love. You can doubt heaven and still fear becoming less human. We are not machines of logic. We are creatures of tension. Now we live in a time where artificial intelligence writes sermons, answers theological questions, simulates prophecy. If a machine can speak about God, what does that mean for belief? If consciousness can be mimicked, what is soul? Technology has not ended faith. It has complicated it. Doubt grows, but so does wonder. Perhaps the real question is not, do you believe, but what do you hope is true? What do you live as if is true? What would you lose if God were not real? And what would you lose if He were? To believe and not believe is not weakness. It may be honesty. It may be the refusal to pretend certainty where none exists. It may be the courage to wrestle. Even Albert Camus, who rejected religious belief, spent his life wrestling with meaning. Because the opposite of faith is not doubt. It is apathy. Maybe the most sincere believer is the one still asking. Maybe faith is not a destination. Maybe it is a movement, a searching, a leaning toward light while standing in shadow. Perhaps between belief and disbelief is where the soul truly lives. Keep believing. Keep doubting. Stay searching. Until next time.